Hello and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. We're starting off a brand new campaign today because our story realm is a little bit glitched out. So I thought let's hit up a skirmish with a build we tried a little bit on, but never got very far on. We're going to start a brand new game, and we're going to be playing as Cutethulu, who is going to be a just cute themed Cthulhu who's all about spellcasting. I want to really focus on, we've tried summoner builds, we've tried like making our own units very good, we've tried like mythic builds, but I don't think I've ever tried a build that's really focused around combat casting. And with the new changes to mythic, I thought now would probably be a good time to try it. The only thing is I do got to play on like a couple of options here. I need water on my map. Ocean on all sides works. An uninhabitable, desolate ocean. I don't know if Scarred Divide works. Void Pangea definitely doesn't. So Pangea Islands divide continents and coast is what we will go for. I don't care about the climate. It can be whatever we want. That's always interesting. I don't care about inhabitants. With the one option maybe being that we take off Urath's Grasp. Just because it changes every single free city in the game. We will take off all the presence traits because they are very game-changing. A little too game-changing. We'll keep World Seals dormant on. I'd like the Umbral Abyss, so I might actually hard code that one in. We've played on too many Mega City maps recently in a row, and same with Regenerating Infestation, so I'm also going to turn them off. Everything else, I think I'm cool with. We'll go very large, 9 players, brutal difficulty, advanced settings, generated rulers. Do any of these have a nice sea aesthetic? They do. Unknown sea realm.
Your journey starts here.
And then I guess we're going right into it.
What is your people's form?
We'll try to burn through this because we've kind of done this a little bit before. We're going to play as Toadkins. They are going to have Swamp Adaptation, Hideous Stench, and Cold-Blooded. And the reason for this is because I want them to live on the swamp by the sea. I want them to have Hideous Stench because it debuffs resistance and status resistance, which is going to be the bulk of our actual damage. And my choice was kind of between Adaptable and Cold-Blooded here. Normally I would take Adaptable, but I figured if I'm playing as a bunch of like Eldritch, Cthulhu beasts, sea people, I just thought Cold-Blooded fit better. And you know, it's fun to sometimes not min-max. We're going to try out the School of Potential, which gives us overcharged combat spells, Arcane Inspiration, which as we cast spells, they become better and do different things. And we also afflict Dissonance, which causes things to suffer lightning damage when we do spellcasting.
What defines their society?
We're going to pick Gifted Casters for cheap spellcasting. And we're going to pick Experienced Seafarers because we're going to live on the sea because we're Cthulhu.
Choose your first tome of magic.
Of course, we're Cthulhu, so we take the Tome of the Tentacle.
What is your ruler's origin?
We're an Eldritch Sovereign because, again,
yourself.
Cthulhu. And we kind of have loose built this guy before, so I'm going to go through this quickly. Give him all the right looks. Make him a chonk. Give him tiny wings. Give him the Cthulhu head. We're going to make his base color, I think, pink, because we're going for Cutethulu. You know, weirdly enough, both of these also just look super Cthulhu-y. It's like no matter how we slice it, he's adorable. We're going to give him the super big head. Yeah, you know what? He's perfect. I'm probably going to go with like hot pink. And giant tentacle monster. No, there's one here that's like tentacle in the ocean. I think that's what I want. And then we're going to have a bunch of these frogs. They're going to be short and stout. We're going to give them catfish faces because it's the closest to a fish I can make. Their skin color. I mean, part of me also just wants to go pink with them. Last time we did this, we kind of did like a drowned metal. And then I feel like the skin tone doesn't really matter too much. They never quite get the right look. We'll give them crocodiles. You know what? Actually, I think I'm going to give them raptors. Just for fun. They're not going to keep them because we're going to do naga transformation pretty early on. And honestly, I think with the pink, this drowned metal doesn't work. Let's go cyan. Sort of matches their skin tone. And then maybe we actually make this. He's perfect. He's beautiful. Works just right. It's just the right look. We are going to pick also probably either isolationist or sage. Favors treaties, wars must be justified. Isolation, wary of treaties, single race. Let's go solitary isolationist. That kind of seems like what Cthulhu would have going for them.
Your journey begins.
We are going to be Cthulhu is the high prophet. Cutethulu. The Grand Dreamer, I think, is also another title of Cthulhu. I'm trying to remember from before when we did this. The race name will be Kawaii Fisherman. And the throne city will be Innsmouth. This is the fastest we've ever done this, for sure. Behold the high prophet, Cutethulu the Grand Dreamer, sovereign from the umbral abyss. The high prophet, I guess it should be prophetess if it's a she, her. I guess we'll go he, him. It's a Cthulhu. Cthulhu's more of an it than anything else, but stout amphibian-like beings born with vocal sacs that allow them to communicate through loud croaking, living on or around the water as second nature. They have a grisly stench following them. Some call them cold-hearted. They prefer the term practical. They've integrated magic into every level of their society, with mages at the top. They're blessed with an innate talent for spellcasting, experienced seafarers, sharing many stories of adventurous sailors and sea monsters. I hope we start near the ocean. High Priest of the Great Old Ones, the Great Dreamer, the Sleeper of Rylay. Oh, I should have went with High Priest, I guess. What's done is done. We're on a limited time budget today. I want to make sure we get going. It's really funny that every time I play like a cute kawaii pink race, it always ends up being toads for some reason. A new ruler emerges. Explore your surroundings, expand your domain, prepare to face your rivals, and become the master of this realm. Your choices will shape the new Age of Wonders 4. We start with Constrictors. Nice. Tendril Labyrinth. Not so good. Retaliating Growths. Nice. Early Constrictors is actually very, very great. Even though we can't build them. That's hilarious. That is the greatest meme machine. All right. We are top center of the map. Looks like nature is probably where a lot of the stuff is. And I'm going to guess we are Great Divide. So we have to send our main army south immediately. Pick up a Frosty Great Axe. What do we have? World Seals Dormant. Okay. No Respite. Units regenerate -5 fewer HP per turn outside a friendly domain. High maintenance. Unit upkeep is increased by 100%. Unit recruit cost is reduced by 50. Damn, dude, that's a brutal one. Let's take these guys in combat while the scout is still hanging out with us here. Two Plague Serpents and a Wild Speaker who can summon. We're going to have to put you here. Here. We'll start moving you across. This spell is overcharged. Which is kind of neat. We do have mind control. Probably a good idea to use it. Start tearing them up nice and early. And honestly, I think I'm just going to keep him in defense. That worked okay. That guy's only got one shot. Ah, the graze and the miss. I had a feeling we might. Yeah, that guy insisting on the flanks is pretty gross. I am worried that I won't be able to kill him. I could just make him insane. Where he would then be capable of resisting it. I'm pretty sure that said 100% chance. Yeah, you're gonna kill him if you hit him again. Nice. All right, we got it. I forgot that spider summons would just wear out after a little while. We don't have a lot of spells yet.
One of your spells has gained its first inspiration.
This is new.
Revealing hidden potential. Potentials are powerful economic effects that can be exploited once the spell has reached full inspiration.
Check the spell book to view the status of a spell inspiration and the benefits of its potential. Exploit this spell when its maximum potential to lock it and gain the benefits. For 10 turns, all cities gain 30 food income. Yo. That's sick. I wonder, will everything have potential? Kind of assume it's gotta. All right, I need you to scout, I guess, ahead of this army right now. The free city of Obscurium. These guys are also kawaii fishermen. So I'm just going to absorb them ASAP. Nice. A free lesser magma spirit. I will take that guy right away. Why the heck not? Sage Arcanist adds 10 combat casting points to this caster. Now, here's the thing. I find that Eldritch characters don't really work great as casters. But only because their like base spell is not great. I suppose if I stack a bunch of good spells on them and evocation spells, they'll get better. You know what? I think that'll be fine. Summon Astral Wisps. Eldritch Phase to teleport. Eldritch Ritual gives us free knowledge and some HP. For sure, Eldritch Influence is going to be really important. 15 combat casting points. So we're going to need something on him. We'll take teleport so that he can get within range to cast his spells. And do believe that's our first turn. What an amazing video game. Hope Triumph Studios is present in chat so they can be aware of what you think. I hope so too. The big snacks. Now we are Astral Shadow and Nature. We're gonna pick up a bit of Chaos and Materium as time goes on, but they're still kind of a way away. I'm thinking about things like, can we get the gold mines give us +5 mana? Pastures here is pretty much one of the best things you can pick up off the start. Oh my god, there's ocean right here. Incredible. This is clearly land. Is this just a tiny ocean? Right, like this is all land. Looks like there's a river maybe that goes here. Land. I think we need to make our way to the center of the map, or at least the south side of the map. My question though is, if we have Innsmouth here and we have Obscurium here, I guess the best place for a city is going to be over this way. But I need to clear out this initial stuff first, so that we're ready to do that. Oh my god, the double upkeep. Five mana. clear that out right away. Not a lot of this territory is swamp, which is not great for us. Normally you start with a lot more of your province nearby. Wow, this is actually one of the worst starts I've ever seen for that as a setup. We'll fight these guys, wipe them out. Birds. Spirit birds. They're gonna come in pretty hot. Why don't we do this? That said 100%. That said 100%. And he resisted it. I don't know how I feel about that. No, that's not true. I know exactly how I feel about that, and I'm very upset. Well, what about delirium? 90%. 73 on these guys. All right. At least we got a couple of lunatics in the crowd. My dude here is on fire, so I'm gonna have to move him up. And then I guess just take some shots. Okay, all right. Some weird decisions. Uh, 25 or 2 at 60. You do 10 damage, a little less. If I can hit him twice, kill him. Big if. Big ifs. I'm more concerned in killing the bigger guys. Though I think this is going to be a mess. I can't decide if I want these magma spirits to stick around. That guy looked like he just cast Constricted. And those are both summons, so we just win if we kill all of them. Okay. Yeah, we gotta go to the sea. So I'm gonna just have to start cutting down this way. We'll leave the other stuff for whoever else we end up summoning. Another arcane guard would probably be the best choice for us. And honestly, I think I'm just going to go out into the water here. There's a seal over here. So if we want to go for something like a seal victory, they are dormant, so it's very long to do that, but Shrieker's Tomb as well. Okay. Okay. And is that Astral Dew? Rainbow Clover? This is a very good pocket. And if this is a river, I could build farms all up along it. Honestly, some good stuff. This gets boosted by farm. You already have the farm. Foresters. Quarry for the shrine. Stone Conjurer needs 2 farms. Oh, I guess because it's a swamp, we can build a farm on it. Generally, linking things like all the mines close by each other can be pretty good. I can't remember what buildings we get with this build. I'm fairly certain most of them are coastal based. So you know what? We should probably just push. I want to push south, but honestly, the production bonuses we get here are the top choice. I gotta get that. I gotta get the gold mine, and then we just push straight south. Came across your YouTube VODs. Decided to make a follow, Jimmy. We're welcome. We're gonna try doing some live streams on YouTube pretty soon as well. Actually, we meant to start with this campaign, but things got a little weirdly sidetracked today. But come on in. I'm glad you enjoyed the VODs. Made yourself a fire primal fury birds last night. Ooh, that sounds very fun. Firebirds, just like phoenixes, I guess. You could recruit phoenixes, get a couple of gold wonders. They'd look real nice. What am I building? We're gonna go for the vendor so that I can build more stuff. I know I need the magic. Oh, nice. There's a tower here. That will give me really good views. Conjure Tentacle is going to slap. Arcane Study contributes 1 arcane inspiration to a random spell each turn. Cosmic Ablation. Target unit sustains lightning, fire, and frost damage. All right, that absolutely slaps. The other one is a bit too early for me to be casting that. My second tome is a tome of evocation. Which means my Arcanists are going to get replaced immediately with Evokers. So I can't believe this, but I'm not going to start building a second army. It admittedly feels a little bit like heresy. All right, I gotta look at something, which is like, what are the benefits we get from swamp adaptation? Swamp walk and river walk, increasing map movement speed in swamps and rivers. Ignores the -2 food penalty from swamps. Okay, so it's really just, they're like turbo roads. These guys are cooperating with us. Astral Dew. For production for mana. I'm actually going to take that trade. You know what? And I changed my mind. I'm going to build a Mystic Protection because I should be building more scouts. I forgot. I don't need a second army. I do need more scouts, though. Creation of the character was today. Yeah, we just did it a little bit ago. This video will be up tomorrow morning. We were playing Story Realm 1 earlier today, but unfortunately, it's got a lot of bugs going on right now. And so it just glitched out too hard and wouldn't stop crashing, and I didn't really have a choice. This is a road. I thought this was a river. Oh, look at all this beautiful water. I thought we were going to have to go much further south for this. Okay. Don't know if I want to spend my Imperium on that right now. I do know if I spend this, I can't afford a town hall. Unless I do that. And then that, and then that. So I guess that's my plan. This guy is already pushing to cut me out. Perf. We gotta get to the sea. We'll absorb this, and we will keep this as a town as well. I feel like not certain with what I'm doing with this guy up here right now. During negotiations with Obscurium, they unexpectedly demand that you share your wisdom and lore with them. What say you? Will you grant me access to your troves of knowledge? I don't have enough thralls to just grease the wheels here. 16 turns of 6. So it's like a turn and a half of knowledge. I'm going to refuse them because we found them on like the first turn. There's pretty much no way anyone else beats us. Debating taking this out just for the experience. I certainly can't kill that. Where am I building a town here is the question. Because if I build it down here, I've got to deal with an astral rift. Weird. These caves are right next to each other. If I build it here, I get to seal the tomb, the river provinces. I lose this as a river province. Actually, building right here might be the way to do it. And then I could build another city down there. Okay. Well, if that's the case, we are going to kill these guys. Give a good sacrifice to Dagon before heading out on open waters. Housemasters? Yuck. That blocks the Juggernaut slash Warhounds. Unfortunately, this guy lights grass on fire, and I am not immune to that. Mind control these birds. I guess that'll do. It'll have to. He went back and started eating grass. Nice, and they're all literally just beating up their own team. Ain't that a dream come true? You're gonna come up here and hit him. You can actually kill him, so that leaves you to let you do that. So I think I'm gonna conjure a tentacle on this dweeb. You can see the dissonance stacks fired there as well, which is like the special trait. That I'm really not managing to land. Guy's gonna eat a corpse, I think. Homie's stuck on the tentacle. You can just get stabbed to death. Cthulhu strikes again. Awesome. And yeah, okay, we're turn 7 getting our first outpost up. I'm willing to take that. Shank perfect. But she ain't bad either. Bit of money here. I think I'll take this guy down to that gold. And then I'll have them take the river left. And this guy's just gonna explore out to the sea. I thought this was a divide map, but I'm honestly not sure now. It might be continents. We're gonna take Eldritch Influence, get that early Imperium cooking. And then I'm gonna build one more Mystic Projection. Three scouts is typically where I like to be. Divide. It's a strange divide. This is just an island. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I want to build a city out here for certain. Because if we do this, it's going to be an all coastal city. And for us, that is going to be a literal money printer. We might as well fight these rock guys. Because they'll get us access to this quarry. All about getting like the early boosts to anything we can around us. Homie's probably going to quake me. That's out of range, though. Yeah. Getting quaked up. The cool thing about this build different from a summoner's build is in a summoner's build, you want to cast at the beginning of your turn because every time you cast, it buffs your summons. But in this build, you actually want to cast after stacking 5 stacks of dissonance on an enemy. The amount these guys are resisting. 90% mind controls. It's rough out here. Yeah, right. Honestly, I'm tempted to cast, like, the retaliating growths again as well. Just because it unlocks the potential. That's 100% on you. Oh no, but I'm gonna kill you. Oh well. Well, didn't quite work exactly like I hoped, but I'm happy enough with it.
One of your spells has gained enough inspiration to be exploited. While it is being exploited, you gain the benefit of its potential, but lose access to that spell for the duration.
Interesting. Hindering Blizzard. Units in a 1 hex radius take 24 frost to become slowed. What a great item for us. Happy to take that. So, do I just sail you directly across to the Slitherer's Den now? Is this my plan? I guess you gotta wait and figure out, like, are you healing? Why don't we send a scout up that way? These guys can start making constrictors, soothers, spell shields, and they're about to get evokers soon-ish. Yeah, I guess I really don't need this magma spirit. But he is kind of helping out. I'd like to replace the arcane guards with constrictors, because they definitely feel more awful in every single way. So we could build one. Then yeah, we got room for other stuff here. We'll start with the Stone Conjurer because it gives us a bit of mana on top of the production. And Retaliating Growths is ready to be boosted. So I can't cast it for 10 turns, but I get 30 food income. Let's exploit it. Because 30 food income literally doubles my food, which is huge. I have enough to found this city immediately. And I kind of think that's the right play. With the cost of everything. This is food and production. It also gets me to the sea. If I wait 1 turn, I won't take a penalty for that. I tell you what, we need this money as well. Let's just build a gold vein for now. We gonna need that money, honey. We pick up Cosmic Ablation and then non-mystic battle mages get Ciphers of Dissonance. Oh, that's okay. We'll grab Constricting Focus. That way our mages will tentacle people. I think I'm probably going to pull you up there to that tower. You're going to grab this loot. Meet the free city of Triway. These would be a pretty good guy to get a hold of if we can get another Whispering Stone, because they actually connect both sides of the divide. That's a pretty powerful location they have. Yeah, I would not mind picking that up. So we're going to go here, here, and then here. And then I guess Obscurium is our 4th city. Okay. Shrieker's Tomb is always pretty good because it does have this, like, bonus to crypts. And we will get a seal out of it. We're fish people. We belong in the sea. Absolutely. Without a doubt. Why do you love strategy games so much? I don't know. I ask myself the same question all the time. Oh, this is an island. Another island. Oh, this map is cool. I don't know what this map's got going on, but so far I like it. This road continues a little bit up here. I guess access to this tower would be good. I really like these mountains. They're really protective. I do also think that like a city down here would be very valuable. But I ain't certain we'll get that far. It's a bunch of gargoyles and stone guys. I'd rather let him heal the tiniest bit more. I do want that because it's gold. We got our pact of loyalty here. I tell you what, let's attract population right away and just grab that forester. That way it's like pretty much guaranteed that I can at least get this location. And then access to the sea. Because I don't think I can build specific buildings that are unique to the Seaborn Tome unless I have access to water. And there's one specific building that's like, it scales based on how many cities you build it in. That's a nasty located haunted graveyard. You've got the Stone Conjurer. Ooh, you've got lots of things boosted here. I'm still positive. I was positive until I started building that storehouse, but I think I have enough money to upkeep that. I'm realizing if I lose one of these arcane guards, it's actually not a big deal because I have that constrictor coming in. Normally, I wouldn't like going so far up, but it does choke point them. The flip of this is they have gargoyles, so they're going to kind of deny my choke point no matter what I do, but... I'm going to do this. This is maybe a big dumb risk, but if I can hit so many of them with this... I'll make the argument that's worth. You guys are all guarding. He's gonna go straight for me. Defensive mode, turn to stone. Unit gains stone skin and heals 15 temporary HP. Extends zone of control and becomes immune to flanking. Yo, I never knew gargoyles had this. Spirit resistance. Oh, that's so weird. I love it. Super cool. Probably should be blasting this gargoyle with all my spells. Seeing as he's kind of in the way of stopping me from casting much. I guess I can cast Delirium on you. Or not. 90% 3 times in a row. That's been resisted. Yes, hit him with the dissonance. And then constrict him so he can't fly in and kill anybody. Ow, these guys actually hit pretty hard. My tentacle! Wow! Is that enough? He dies from dissonance if I cast something now. Have you fight him. The only thing I can really cast here is Cosmic Ablations, so... we might as well do that. Now, I'm going to let him stay in the back. Very good, very good. Blast him with a few more wibbly bits. Okay. We have enough to get back into the outpost. So this guy's a soldier. This guy's a veteran. Costs 16 upkeep. These guys cost 24. Man, this increased upkeep map is crazy. You get there next turn. All right, I'm going to get rid of this guy. Can't believe that. It seems absolutely ludicrous. What's up, other Cthulhu? Fate-forged Harbinger Torment Claw. He is an evil economic warlord. Head of the ratty reavers who live underground. Like strong military, likes trade, Dislike small domain and weak economy. I actually think I'd get along with this guy, but clearly we're not getting along with him right now. So I'm not going to waste the money. He's digging. But from this side... we have another seal over here as well. Would you say any of the DLCs for this game is a must-buy when buying AOW4? No, I would not say any of them are a must-buy. I think that the base game is on its own very, like, quite good. And a lot of the stuff you're going to get from the game, you're going to kind of, like... when you first start playing, there's enough to learn, I think, in the base game without any of the DLC adding stuff. And then you'll know after a while whether or not you're like, oh, I really want to play as a dragon, for example. And all the DLC are, like, they're good. Don't get me wrong. Like, I would recommend getting them, but I don't think you need them, like, at the start. Man, lots of treasure just hanging about. Well, I'm going to work my way to this tower. We picked up another level here, as well as our first signature skill, which is going to be Madcaster. We've played with Mindbreaker. We've played with Fleshweaver. We haven't really played with Madcaster. So we gain Chaos Pulse, which is a very weird and cool spell. Enemies in a 1 hex radius can have a random effect happen to them. Turn into an animal, take fire damage, go insane, go blind, take morale damage, frost damage, gain Infernal Rebirth, which causes them to turn into a gremlin upon death, become electrified, or heal. We also get Expert Channeling. Enemy... wow. All of our spells just cost 30% less mana, pretty much. Enemy army spells, damage spells, and debuff spells. So no summons, but that slaps. Phantasmal Ritual gives me a base 10% extra damage, which is something I think I'm going to want for magic attacks. Also, target enemies army lose HP and 3 status resistance. I think that's a good choice. One thing I've never really done on any of the other Eldritch runs is actually use rituals properly, and this is something that I'm really, like, recognizing, that I keep thinking these guys are really weak, but the truth is that they have abilities to, like, cast a crazy amount of really powerful spells as time goes on. And I have been sleeping on them. Conjure Tentacle is ready to be locked in for Arcane Inspiration. 10 city stability. That would still keep me unstable, so it's not worth using. We've unlocked another set of toads. Toral Ravenbeak, a cunning flanker. Stella Ravenbeak, a distracting fisherman. That's really nice. Todd the Astute, a pragmatic leader. Everybody gains cold-blooded. Now, everybody gains that anyway because that's our trait, so you're not very good. Morpho the Boar is resourceful. Units get 10 HP regeneration. That's very useful because of the world trait we have where we don't heal on the world map. That's exceptionally good. Spell Warden. All units gain +2 status resistance. Also good. And Beloved, +30 city stability. I'm for sure going to take Morpho the Boar. And I guess I'm just going to take you right away. A Warming Defender and a Flamebringer. I have a slightly better shield I could give you. I could also give you a Frost Great Axe, but you would lose your mount. I'm also wondering whether or not I shouldn't just make you a caster, and I feel like I probably should. Damn, you got Consume Chaos on this? Maybe we will keep you melee. Can we give you a cool hat, though? Let's give him the Crusader Reaver hat. Well, I could put you in the main army, or I could let you build me outposts on adventures. And I think that's probably a better use of your time. He doesn't have any mana upkeep, but I am really hurting on mana upkeep at the moment. The hunt for the Pyroborn Gortusk Piglet has occurred. This is a pretty easy quest. All right. That's not literally anywhere near us, but I guess I'll cope with that. We'll have to figure out how that works for us. Oh, wow, amazing. This is a river, but I can't build a farm on it. Whoa, okay. From rivers, we also get all the experienced seafarer traits. So we get +2 food, +2 draft, and +2 gold for every river province. Yeah, all right. So that's a really good idea then for us. That's tasty stuff. +3 vision range and sensing. Nice. You're just going to keep grabbing loot. You're going to go out to sea. A cursed barrow. Oh, man. And this looks like water here as well. This is not a bad spot for another outpost. I don't know that I have that much mana. I ain't so certain. All right, that guy's attacking Obscurium. Okay, my mana has magically fixed itself. Aha, because we got Astral Dew. Because we got Vassalage. This guy has insulted us. You know, he looks almost identical to us, so I feel like he's probably going to have to die. Just putting that out there. I'm going to take Wayfinder enchantment because our scouts are ghosts, right? Like, they're ethereal. So yeah, they also have fly. If we give them bonus movement, in theory, they should be able to basically outrun anybody. That might be a problem for us. I'm gonna grab that. I don't know what this camp is. I think another cartographer's building. That dude's gonna keep digging, which has got me a little suspicious. You got the shrine going here. That'll get us a little bit of mana. On the den, we have Tranquility Pool, Pastures, Gold Vein, and the Slitherer's Den. We have a Pearl Reef out there. Fishing grounds up here. Mostly food. Some sunken coast over this way, which is nice. All right, I think I'll probably build on this gold vein. It'll also help offset some of the outpost costs.
Yep.
Kind of. I mean, I won't be able to clear it right away, but, you know. It's a step. And then more water out here. I suppose we might as well go for these piglets. A lot of hidden fountains around. This guy's got a boost. Probably just go straight for the gold vein. And I'll spend the money giving him the vendor right away. Spell Arcanist Library. Plus 10 knowledge income, plus 3 knowledge per adjacent conduit or research post. Okay. Don't know we have a good cluster of that stuff around. Research city structures cost less gold and production to build. That's going to be ready in 2 turns. I need 200 to make that into a city. I'm also remembering coastal provinces give us huge bonuses. You know, I have no mana right now, so I could just boost this Conjure Tentacle. Oh yeah, but I don't think it'll do anything. Part of me is wondering if you unlock the potential, do they get like another level? Do the spells get like better and better? An Agra's Keep and Quenfjord. All right, well, he's pretty far away, but noted. We'll head to this tower. I should probably get this one as well, so I know what's behind me. But we'll work our way there. What do we have here? We have slithers, slither hatchlings, and 3 wild speakers. Okay, so a lot of summons. Truly a gross amount of summons. I guess let's try Chaos Pulse. We've never cast it before. Ah! It turned the Slithers into Gore-Tusk piglets, and it drove both the wild speakers insane. Now, I'm a little worried because they might just summon something on their turn and say that that counts as a hostile action. But I'm hoping they stab each other in the back. Removing that tier 3 unit and turning it into a tier 1 Gore-Tusk piglet was pretty... That was a pretty good win. Mind control. Just blast this guy a whole bunch, I think. Slip away. How dare you? You actually won't be able to kill it. But you are on fire and you have a ton of stacks of dissonance, so I don't know that that's a problem. I can't believe this spell costs 5 mana and that's it. These guys are just beating each other to death. They do love picking out my poor Arcanists. I could just pull this guy. Or not. Not gonna lie, I kind of feel like I'm bullying them right now. It's a mean round. Cthulhu seems weird weak for their size. I mean, he's still learning his spells, I guess is what I would say. Tentacle, tentacle, tentacle. I don't know what's going on, why everything is doing so good at resisting all of my attacks. I'm a little hesitant to bring up this Arcanist, but you know what? We're also going to replace these Arcanists very soon, and also, you know what? They can't really hit anybody here. So I don't think it matters too much. Oy, oy, oy. Summons more pigs. The nerve. Can we teleport? And then just nuke him? Answer, yes. A brewer ogre. $24 gold. Here's the thing is I do need to think about building up a new army. Even if they're crazy expensive. Which, newsflash, they are. All right, there's a tower there. I don't know that I need it. I think I'm going to head back to the sea with them. This guy's ready to annex and also grow. We'll give you the forester because it gives you that river province. A storehouse would be very good for you. I don't like that the city keeps getting neglected. Taking this is a big hog play. So we're going to have a big hog if we want to do that. We'll have to find some pigs. Flourishing vassalage. Can I... take my Whispering Stone from here and give it to these guys. Start getting them going. +3 vision range. Trading costs reduced. I mean, that's a pretty good deal. 10 production for 5 mana. That being said, I need to save up mana to cast Constricting Focus. So perhaps I chill. Just a little bit. Overgrown Realm revealed. We've also met the Exalted Lord Exalt Paramount. He is in the Astral Void, though. This is over there somewhere. Forests are common, deserts are rare, desolate provinces are absent. Okay, so I think he's directly there. Okay. What is my plan? I guess you've got to go back that way. You are trying to make your way to that. You are, oops, gonna fight these piggies. Let's do it in 1 second. But I found my 3rd city already, which feels absolutely busted that we're doing that fast. Can I cancel that? I can. If we take this, founding cities take 2 last turns in game +1 pop. I gotta wait a turn to found it, but that's a pretty easy decision, I think. Library, walls. Library, Wizard's Tower. I don't have this adaptive research yet, so building libraries still kind of expensive. So we'll go with the Wizard's Tower. We're stacking some early Imperium, which is really nice. How it plays out? Anybody's guess? Your vassal urgently requests an audience and appears gravely antagonized. Triway continues to expand its borders. This is this town underground? Yes. Meanwhile, Torment Claw builds her Wizard's Tower high. The Sage wrinkles his nose. We need to shake things up, cause some mayhem. Show these amateurs that we set the rule. Go to war with Triway. Give a grievance to Torment Claw and kill my relations. But gain 71 Imperium. Upset everybody. Hey, this is cool. I can see who everyone is. We have Feudal Dwarves. Advanced Insects. Chitinous Darklings. Purring Highborns. Feline Miners. Barbarian Dwarfkin. Bolstered Fae. Ratty Reavers. This feels like a lot of underground characters. Or I could lose 1 Chaos Affinity for 6 turns and displease them. I have to choose which one I do here, hey? This sucks. I guess this guy hates me anyway. And I get a bunch of Imperium from it, which is kind of dope. And we get our next tome, which is going to be, of course, the Tome of Evocation, because we are cheap attack spells, which is what we want. We'll pick up Fulmination.
Just as you may effectively utilize the protective potential of magic.
We're going to want Lightning Blades too, but
it in a more devastating fashion.
The idea for this build is taking the castable spells as early as possible. Upkeep is 24 on a Constrictor. Damn, this shit's expensive. You have another annex. You can't annex this way because of the seal in the tomb. So I guess that's a farm. I'll make this a farm too. And I'll probably leave the rest of this for Innsmouth. We have a new rally. Though we don't really need anything. Let's fight us some pigs. Piggly wiggling time. Lots of piggly wigs. I can't get too far. And again, neither can I. I think if I move forward too. Yeah, it keeps me out of range. Insanity, Electrified, and Infernal Rebirth. We're going to get a Gremlin. I love that for us. I'm big on that for us. This guy's going to drink. Get Frigid Belch and Sunder Defense. You here and you here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Man, this Ice Wand feels very good already. Kills one, frees another. Kill him. Stack some dissonance on this dweeb. And then we can kill him as well. This is gross. This is disgusting. I'm going to cast that just to get the points for it. Yeah, Karen wouldn't stop crashing. She's a bit unfortunate, but sometimes it's how she goes. Slaying the Pyreborn Gortusk Piglet, you hear the dissonant horns of Obscurion. The hunt is over. You outmatch us. Claim your prize. 265 food in Innsmouth. That is a lot of turns of food. 205 gold would go a very long way for us right now. A spell shield? No. Or 71 Imperium. I'm going to actually take the money. $500 strength. I was trying to think whether or not I could take a bronze location. And I'm also wondering, like, should I just kill off one of these armies? Gain a Dark Warrior, leave in peace, or attack. We'll kill him. We don't necessarily need to be good or evil, though we are going to have a fair number of points, I think, in Shadow. All right, let's not move in too far here. Got an Infernal Rebirth Fire. Those guys transformed. Those guys took morale. Still nobody can reach me here, which is great. You guys have first strike, right? Yeah, so a charge unit hitting them is not really a bad problem. Yeah, that worked out. I'm fine with that. That would really smoke my own constrictor pretty bad. Freeze the pack of them. No frozen. And that guy was actually burning. So that didn't quite work the way I wanted. We have tentacles. We also have dissonance. Dissonance could just kill that guy. You know what? Let's do that. And I can put you on him. You on him. Our charge guys are all pinned down this way, so they do pretty minimal damage. Smack, smack, smack. You're gonna just do that. That. Add to flank. Excellent. I like this chaos spell. So far, it's been working pretty good. A bloodletting war club. We'll probably turn that into something else later. Typical mental instability characters. They always crash so heavily. Yeah, I don't know what it is at the end of that campaign. Every like 2 or 3 turns, it would crash at the end of every round. So I just decided until it gets fixed, there's not really any point in suffering through that collectively. There's his capital. We gotta level up. Honestly, gonna take that Eldritch Influence. Get us up to 50 Imperium already. This is ready to be exploited, giving us +3 vision range. I'll exploit that. We can cast Constricting Focus, so I'm gonna cast this. $18 mana in upkeep is not a number I'm super cool with. And unfortunately right now, what I really need to be doing is building stuff that gets me money. You're good to upgrade. $1,000 points. It's a bit hard to tell what direction I should go in. I don't think going down this path does much good for me. Because I don't really intend to build up this way. Like, I want to build out into the sea. I might take this island as well. TBD. I'd probably have to kill that vassal if I decide to do that, though. Astrolonium has been founded. Tranquility Pool. Yeah, so every sea province gives us extra food, draft, and gold. I think we'll build a little bit this way so that... Actually, you know what? Probably this way. And then here, just to ensure that Innsmouth can kind of build into this bay without it being taken by anyone else. We're going to need another hero. I actually can't believe this. I've never had, like, cities... Rarely have I felt like we have cities up so fast. These dweebs are going to have to come back and heal. You're going to learn about Skorheim and the Dark Lair. Then I'll probably pop you down there. This is an amazing river. This is actually a huge river. Building a city right in here. I could have river on both sides. That'd be really good. That'd be real, real good. Let's think about that. What that might look like. This guy's just vibing. He's exploring. We got the Wizard's Tower up. Let's get the market. Get our cash flow going. And then I think I'll take up adaptive research so that we can start building research buildings probably after these markets. I feel like maybe we need shrines, but If I have 2 markets coming and they both give me 15 income, I think I can afford to get another constrictor. Where we choose to put it is a whole different story. Mage Banes are going to be real bad. We're going to want to get rid of this Astral Rift probably early. He says it's a gold spawner, so it's not like we can do it that fast, but... We're out of moves. Interesting that there's all these, like, sea caves. How do I want to do this? Where do we want to go? You're 600. You're 1,000. I think our squads need to meet back up. Dude, the underground here is also really cool. Exalt Paramount of Oracle has declared friendship with us. He likes alliances. He never breaks treaties. He likes a single race with a strong military. He dislikes having relations with free cities and alliances. I'm gonna have to call that one undecided at the moment. All right. See how those guys look a little bit like when they're healed. There's something sparkling there. Small creature cage. Aha. A new pawn appears before me. You look like a go-dare, but are you ready to face the likes of me? Says Elder Dragon Sidos. Chitinous Darklings. Underground, druidic terraformers, merciless slavers. He's a deceptive spy. I don't think we're going to get along with him very well. Oh, this is also the edge of the map. Noted. Granaries need more foresters. Ba, 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 ba. We were going to cast this Wayfinder's enchantment. Speed up the scouts. And I think that's still probably a good idea. This guy's already moved so fast. He doesn't like me. But I'm okay with that. This island city is going to be crazy good. This is going to grow more than, like, anywhere else. Who are you? Torment. Torment Claw. If that's not an opportunity. Reavers. Chaos Reavers. So he's going to be a lot of fire stuff. A little bit of Materium. He's probably going to get golems as well. And I'm sitting at about an 800 point army. Roughly. could be better, could be worse. Lightning Torrent is good. I do want that, but we kind of need to get these evokers. I think it would be good if we had evokers. Probably more than Lightning Torrent would be, considering our mana right now. This guy, I don't think I can afford. An extra 16 mana right now bankrupts me. He's also a shield unit when we have like pretty good tier 2 constrictors. Yeah, regrettably. Their evolution is really good. Earthshaper, if Enchanter of the Bolsted Fae. Oh, I didn't expect the Fae to be rock elves. Underground. Dude. Computer loves rolling underground characters. Like, it's mental how much they do it. That's probably the cave that leads to that guy. I would put good money on it. One, two, three. It's too far away to expand. Well, good to know. Some more quarries wouldn't hurt. And I guess, honestly, same for here as well. Dredger quarries. That connects my territory, which pleases me greatly. No sky island since there's an underground one, or a water underground. I mean, I suspect, like, if they do Umbral Rifts right now as kind of like the void, it wouldn't surprise me if Season 2 saw a Sky Realm. It would be really interesting because flying characters would get like a crazy different set of abilities. In the same way that amphibious characters have like a huge buff on water maps. This does not give us an extra Whispering Stone. This does. I don't know that we need an extra Whispering Stone right now. I can't really afford to cast spells at the moment. I love road building. So this is basically 15 knowledge. If I got that and I got an extra Whispering Stone, it's 30 knowledge, which is like a pretty sizable chunk for us right now. Our knowledge is actually like quite bad. It also gives us vision range. I'm going to take the useless one. Which I don't really understand my logic behind. I can't kill this Astral Rift. It's 1,000 points. I can't kill this Astral Rift. Haunted Graveyard. And it would help out my homie. Oh, I also need to get a Whispering Stone so I can absorb him as a city. If I want to do that. I'm not actually sure that I want to do that. Because there's a part of me that's also thinking about building another city over here and how powerful that could be with all these rivers. All right, well, enter. See how we cook. Morpho the Boar approaches us. I was a lonely child. I missed my dread spider mount. An inferno hound attacked my village and killed it. Well, I guess I know what we're doing. I didn't think disembarking was like so expensive. Outpost. Ruins Peak. Perhafen. Okay, we know where he is now. And the answer is he ain't far. I like this little peninsula of land as well. Honestly, a city out here could be pretty good. Part of me is wondering if I don't make this into a vassal and then build a different city down here that actually takes advantage of all the rivers. Oh, it is something to consider. Ice Spider Matriarch and an Entwined Scourge. I ain't certain I could beat those. I reckon I'm desperate for mana right now. And I suppose I'm desperate for knowledge as well. That's a 1,400 point army. Good to know. Some free cash. Capture the Astral Rift. I wish. We'll basically just kill these Inferno dogs, and I'm gonna see if maybe I can pick at some of those armies. I don't know. Is this worth building an outpost here? All of this is uninhabitable. All that river is uninhabitable. I think it would be better if we just took off these things and then let Sorcerer's Solace build on this river. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll screw that. Screw that. Let's stick to the sea. The sea is our strength. We don't need to be gallivanted about. I don't like this guy. Should we maybe just fight him early? I don't like his big dumb face. You're gonna move up that way. Not too surprised. Seems like they take great care in making sure the game works before adding more stuff. As I understand it, the Underground Realm is pretty new. The Astral Realm is new. The Underground Realm's actually been there from the very beginning, but it's gone under quite a few changes. Well, I'm gonna have to trespass. Sorry, dude. Sorry, not sorry, actually. That's all swamp territory down here, too. This would be a really good spot for a city. like the capital city we could build here. If we had like that Astrolonium, Innsmouth. We give us some thoughts. Another seal. I'm still going to go for vendors first, because if my gold runs down, I won't be able to build things like shrines. And I'd rather make sure that we're building something every single turn. Yeah, we're at the Kings, definitely. Like, I think the Astral Realm, the Umbral Realm, has probably some weird issues going on with it right now. In terms of pathfinding, I think this is entirely conjecture, but hello, first guardian Lapis Stoneaxe of these underground solitary Materium kitty cats, who are definitely going to have a million golems and I want nothing to do with. Goodbye. May we never cross paths. There's one thing I hate, it is Materium builds. Actually, we're going to do really well against Materium builds. The one thing that they're weak to is lightning. And the one thing that magic does in spades is lightning damage. Aha! Our scrying has revealed the secrets of this realm. Arctic blizzards. Freezing Arctic provinces are affected by Arctic blizzards. All surface combat is affected by snowstorm. Non-frostlings suffer 6 frost damage. 90% chance wet units suffer frozen. That's really good for us. We're going to do a lot of wet. We're going to make people really wet this campaign. Let me tell you. It's going to be soaking. And then they're going to freeze right up. Units cannot regenerate, suffer -2 vision, gain universal camouflage. Ah, imagine if we went Frostling build. This guy is probably going to benefit very well from that. All right, let's kill these puppies. I'll see what the auto looks like, but... actually, I'll take that. That's almost no damage. Thank you. What can I do to repay you? Whoa. An Umbral Juggernaut mount. Morale or draft. I mean, I gotta give you that, right? We are playing Cthulhu. Well, I didn't think I wanted this guy to be mounted, but if he's got an Umbral Juggernaut, I guess he is now. I'm a little confused because... oh, he's immune to Umbral Malady. Okay. He's going to create Umbral Taint, which isn't great for us. But I think it'll be okay. We give you lightning weapons as well. You really get like natural star blades. Bleeding, electrified dissonant, consume chaos. I'll keep consume chaos. Consume chaos is a really good ability. Make friends. Oh, we could try making some friends, but I don't know if that ever goes well for me. You got a library. Grab that stone conjurer. You can also annex some more. Hey, Battles. Hello. Welcome on in, dude. Can we get a shout out, Newton, for Battles? My lovely boy. I'm so sad, dude, because I know that this weekend was TwitchCon and none of us went. And I'm like, normally this weekend, you, me, Nerd, Arkard, great book, we'd all be hanging out. We'd all be having a riot. And I don't think anybody went. Helping Hands is like the only one I know who was at TwitchCon this year. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Oh, these guys are invading. Well, at least we get a fight out of it then. Hopefully, they don't go after this dude in his new Umbral Juggernaut. I don't think they can reach me in a single turn, so... It's sad times, I know. Ain't no money, there ain't no money going around anymore. Yikes. Yikes! Astral Siphoners as well. These guys are cool, like Eldritch. Eldritch only units, really. 2 Lost Wizards and a Mage Bane. Dude, Mage Banes are going to be the bane of my existence this campaign, I got a feeling. We better stick our homies together. Let them heal. Oof, man. The no healing in neutral territory is a good challenge on this map. All right, we're close to at least discovering... Ooh, a Dragon's Lair. Fun. Discovering, like, the edges of the map. Why do I got a feeling that there are hidden things in all of these locations and I just can't see them because of the astral, the howling blizzards? Let's check this cave. The Fortress of Tears. I think I'd really like to avoid underground as much as humanly possible in this run. We got a library in 1 turn. I'll take that. Our knowledge sucks right now. This guy's ready to keep expanding. I gotta keep these guys from coming out too far. So if I take this, they could take that. So I think I'm going to go with this one first. Very funny playing around this. I also think I probably want to put Morpho out here. This city is extremely, extremely way more valuable than this one is. This is always a good buy. 25% random cost. You end up getting most stuff anyway, so. Ife Enchanter has declared rivalry on me. Flashing Infinities. I've been denounced. I've been insulted. I've been insulted again. Everybody hates my guts. Boy. I don't love the way our ally situation is going. These guys are order. We're gonna pick up some chaos as time goes on, but he did declare friendship with me. What does he dislike? Empires with relations with free cities. That's okay. I got denounced for trespassing in a ruler's domain. Right, because my scout got stuck. Oh, this guy built an outpost over here. Okay, for sure, we got to deal with him. He's going to be up in my grill way too much. We'll deal with whatever this attacking army is, and then we'll fade left. Try to take out this haunted graveyard, and then I think start picking off these nearby random guys and just like push on him. I think an early war is gonna happen. Cthulhu! Zero, I did see your DM, yes. I didn't want to throw the mods on yet. We kind of weren't expecting to do this campaign today. I got caught a little off guard. Our last campaign was crashing over and over and over and over and over again. Dude, this guy's army is crazy. Up, 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 up. Will he heal if I cast this? I genuinely don't know. I'm going to charge that. Steal that boat. I'm going to just take a little look around that way. Yeah, everything in the Frost domain stays hidden permanently. That's gloom. That's an umbral spawner? Yeah, it is. I wonder if that gives access to the abyss. Yo, this map is wild. The way the cave network is laid out. It's kind of crazy. Situation, what's the realm like? How we build in? Let me give you the breakdown. Do I go straight for this Arcane Institute for the extra knowledge? At this point, I'm actually kind of thinking that's not a bad idea. You can grab me my Stone Conjurer because it's ever so good. We've unlocked defeating an infestation grants you units. Beep, 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 bim, dum, bum, 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 bum. I think I'm going to take All-Seeing. Give me those underground eyes for Triway. Ooh, a Forbidden Shrine. Back to co-op in 1. These other guys hate them. I guess they're at war. Yeah, he is. Masters of Necromancy. Whiteborn underground adaptation. Let me see. Let me see. I wanted to see if Whiteborn gives the frost resistance that I think it does. So our build is, you can actually type !build for the link. But we are basically building astral, mostly astral, and then we kind of rainbow out a little bit into like a bit of chaos, a bit of shadow, a bit of nature, a bit of materium, because there's so many like dual tomes we're going. But the idea is we're going for like a pure spellcasting build. So everything is going to be all about casting as many spells per turn as possible, which means we actually need a high stockpile of mana, which we don't have. We're playing on a random map. We know that there are howling blizzards in the Arctic that are like really, really bad Arctic regions. There is a divide in the middle of the map with an ocean, which is good for us. There is no healing in neutral terrain. Overgrown realm, so lots of forests. I believe It's also mostly like beasts and elementals in neutral locations. Seems to be the vibe we've been getting. Yeah. I think that's part of Overgrown Domain. And I'm sure I'm forgetting another important part. So far, everyone we found kind of dislikes us. Oh, I think we just found someone who does like us, though. You're inside of a city. City doesn't have palisades. I actually gotta reload that save. Because if I had realized that, I would have cast that Eldritch Ritual. I totally forgot that we didn't build walls in the city at all, so they could just walk right in and attack us. We're gonna have to fight them anyway. They do heal a little. What is their movement like? Oh, I could also just move ever so little, and then I'm out of their range completely. Which I think means we can cast that a second time. Because this is a really difficult army. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Upkeep. Upkeep for all units is doubled, but recruitment cost is half. This is why I only have an army and 2 units. My people are famished. The harvests have failed and the storehouse lie empty. Many of my proud citizens will starve before the sad time is over. 5 turns of blocked growth. I'll take it from me. Hail the High Priestess Cthulhu, the Grand Dreamer. It seems we share kinship. My name is Venrus Farseer. Too many go to wage war on the realm. I find it more rewarding to make peace. You really like me because of our astral affinity. And apparently we're both good. You're a preserving diplomat. Underground. Dude, every faction, all the time, in every game is underground. I don't want to give you any money, but I would like to know more. Aetherix has captured a seal. Seal victory is 160 points. With the score victory on, that's almost impossible to happen. I actually meant to turn off score victory, but whatever. I kind of like the idea of Seal's victory just replacing score victory, because Seal's victory inevitably happens in the same way that score victory inevitably happens. All right, these guys are much more manageable. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be more manageable. They have a Mage Bane, so everything is going to cost us double casting, combat casting points. Thankfully, that Mage Bane is, I think, pretty aggressive. No, not you. Thank you. Thank you, undo button. Very gracious. Oh my god. I forgot about the Umbral Taint, and I just walked across an entire line of it and sapped all my morale and took decaying. That's something we're gonna have to, like, probably pay pretty close attention to. Unlikely I can hit anybody here, kind of no matter what I do. So why don't we just get in this noble Aegis range and chill. Yeah, we went with Toadkin because I wanted someone who looked the most like fish. Damn, dude, my Brewer Ogre is just destroyed instantly. That's wild. Guy's gonna go into an astral refuge. I really want to pull that Mage Bane in is what I want to do. I could probably go for a mind control here. It might not be a bad idea. Gets me the flank on him. And at least like cuts out one guy. I think you're just going for it. Not quite working the way I wanted this fight to go. But it's okay. I have options. I could like pull the Mage Bane. It's no guarantee it would work. %59% chance of being pulled. Hey! Bada bing! Now the real question is, who do I nuke and with what? That guy's probably going to be the one who gets attacked here. Tentacle is going to take almost everything I have to summon. Hit him with a little dissonance. We'll get the retaliating growths on this guy so he gets the extra attacks. You're going to move and probably kill him. Yeah. Ow. You're actually going to go for the Constrictor, which I didn't anticipate. And that Constrictor is for sure dead. All right, that could have went a lot worse. Blast him. Kill him. That would kill that guy. Alternatively, I could just like hit the two of them. Thought that was gonna be enough. It's not. You do 10 fire damage. This guy has 7 HP, -2. That would kill him. If I attack him... you know what? He's burning, so he's going to die no matter what here. He's got 3 stacks of burn. And he's going to have to move away, so he's going to take an attack of opportunity. I'm gonna very stupidly do that. Yeah, I think you're like no matter what I do here. Let's crack him. I could go for insanity, but it's on such a low chance. But it worked. It worked on him, which means he should go after that lost wizard now. I'd really, really like it if this constrictor stayed alive. So I'm going to flee with him. I don't think he's going to live, but he might. Went with swamp. No yeah, there is no coastal adaptation. Swamp is the closest. Coastal will make a lot more sense. I don't think there is a coastal adaptation. I think if you take Tome of the Stormborn, you get a bunch of coastal benefits, and which we're gonna do. But I don't think there is like a natural one, unless I'm a lunatic and I just completely missed it. Bonus to coast and river tiles. That's what swamp does. Ow, ow. Yes, miss. It does look like my evoker died. My Arcanist. Decaying. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that Umbral Taint also does damage. It doesn't just block heals. Oh, God. That is Scruff McGruff. Hit you guys with that wand of ice. A big stinky Umbral Taint. And then I guess I better conjure a tentacle. Man, we burn through mana like wildfire. All right, the Arcanist is getting replaced with an Evoker really soon. And the Brewer Ogre, I'm not really, like, he's a whatever. Ain't too bummed. No Coastkin or similar. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. We need to start taking some spell casting on this guy. Combat casting points. Magic and debuff, ignore status resistance and gain accuracy. Lightning Evocation is like lightning. Channel Power, I'm pretty sure is going to get really, really, really good. Because eventually we can cast multiple spells per turn. I think we'll just take Lightning Evocation for right now, though. Just until we really decide what's up. Okay, so 2 Constrictors and Morpho the Boar is now what this army is. What they become. That feels like a city down there. There's Drakvetch. So this is the capital for this soul dragon. Oh man, what a cool spot he got though. He comes above ground and he's like on this little tiny peninsula. Let's grab lightning blades. I can finally unlock another hero. We better get palisade walls. This homie is also leveled up. We'll grab him fighting. I really don't know how I feel about this Umbral Juggernaut right now. It feels like an extreme gamble. This guy actually wants a wizard bond. I'm willing to take that. We got a pact of cooperation with Triway, who I think are pretty well located. Something I've noticed is that there's no astral echoes with this version of Mythic. You get the potential, but you don't actually get astral echoes. I got a couple of turns here, so I'm going to take city stability. We'll exploit the tentacle. Yeah. It looks like A, this changes, but B, it maybe also upgrades, because this was 10 food and now it's 20 gold. This was 3 vision, now it's 3 Imperium. All right, I also clearly need more troops. Let's grab some of those evokers. Start making our push. Yeah, I'm gonna want this seal, probably. If we have a seal here and a seal here, there's another one along the coast out that way. This is kind of cool. Triway has actually taken this entire island for us. That's really close to Lapis. But we could also set up over here and take this seal. Or like on this island, maybe? Oh, this island is like directly above his capital. That could be fun. No coastal adaptation, which is really odd. There definitely should be. So you get a bunch of coastal adaptation stuff from... where are you? Tome of the Stormborn. Doubles the base resources from coastal province improvements. And then you also get... Stormport? Downpour alters terrain to swamp. Lightning Storm makes you wet. I thought there was something here as well that... Right, you get storm ports, which get better and better the more you build them, but require coastal provinces. Maybe I'm actually just thinking of advanced seafarers. Which we did take. There's his capital. Well, I'm getting some really good scouting information right now. Thankfully, our scouts have 1 million movement points. My growth here has been blocked for a while, so I think a granary is going to be needed. This is going to be one of the only opportunities I have to get nautical research. But he is going to occupy that fishing ground. Can we get another guy? Status resistance. City stability. Cold-blooded. Distracting. And cunning. I think I want more mages, but I'm not really sure. Cunning is very good on a charged character. Like, really, really good. These guys are more expensive. They come from our vassal. The Ravenbeaks. Oh. This guy also has defensive duelist. When this unit attacks an enemy, it gains a stack of bolstered defense. I don't know why he has 2 traits, but that seems extremely good. He makes a good tank. Nothing to have you start by the coast. No. You just had to pick like a coastal map. Spells can now be cast the first turn of combat. That's going to be really good for us. We got rivaled by Cydos. We got rivaled by Lapins. We were insulted by Eve. And this guy was like, you know what? You're not so bad. Hachi Machi. Take another Whispering Stone. See if we can't get these guys boosted up quicker. I'm actually starting to think like I'm gonna need to build additional cities to just release as vassals in order to like take the north here. Inland groups. Sata Graveyard is only 500. Do I heal in your domain? Yes. Get that tower. There is a seal up here. It's also free money. This seal has got nobody standing on it, which means I think I can just take it and get free points. But I feel like I remember that being an issue. We found another underground faction. They are evil followers of chaos. I'm starting to remember something like every time you stand on a seal, you get a stacking debuff with all other factions on the map. Which is not so good. I mean, that's 10 gold. That's 20 gold. But for double the amount of turns. I think I'd rather have the 10 gold early. Andy Bryan, hello. How we doing? Happy Canada Day. Honestly, I should probably be farming like these fights out here. Lightning blades. Evokers do not get ciphers of dissonance. Oh man, I didn't realize that. Because they're not mystic. Okay. I'll take it then. Wand of healing. Nice. There's a tower up there. We'll snag. Some books down that way. We'll snag. Some evoker's robes. Magic attacks deal 20% extra damage. So good. I'll give you the wand of healing for now, but I don't know that you're going to be the one who keeps that. Let's fight these guys. Help out our homie. Okay, let's think. Don't think too much, you'll get a headache. We'll keep this stinky umbral taint boy over here on his big umbral pig. And then you moved one and done. You'd be one and done. Don't think you have quite the right range for that. That's on a 6. That's also on a 6. You know what? This recharges like pretty quickly. Do I slow them down or do I chaos bolt them? I guess let's slow them down at that range. Okay. These are necromancers? Yes. These are zombies. These are zombies. This is a crocodile. A pestilent crocodile at that. I'm willing to just take some shots here, I think. Let's hit him with the Chaos Bolt. You turn into a goblin, you went insane, and you turned into spiders. So that's kind of nice. I tell you what, why don't we just like pull you? Have you guys against them. And then if I pull those spiders, I can hit them much more with you. This crocodile is for sure going to attack me. He's constricted, he's slowed, he's got hideous stench, infernal rebirth. So I think we'll just drop retaliating growths. So I get the extra resistance here. One, 2, 3, 4. I forget that Constrictor also does damage, which is really nice. We just start beating on these guys. My shots here are pretty bad, but that's okay. We can use that new lightning evocation. Stack a little bonus on him. And honestly, I wanted to say, like, Tappa, Tappa, Kappa. Kappa. Clean. In and out. We get a Mace of Smiting, spirit damage to fiends and undead. This guy might go fiends. He's chaos. This guy is definitely going to go undead. He's shadow. He's shadow and darklings. Okay. Get a little evoker picked up. How are we? Okay, we're actually starting to like be able to afford to have some more units in the army. Do I go hard on Imperium? Having the knowledge means we unlock higher damage spells quicker. Which I'd make an argument is pretty good for us. We're going to want lightning blades, so we might as well cast this right away. That said 9 upkeep. Oh my god. Oh, the upkeep costs for unit enhancements is also doubled. So every unit enhancement costs me twice as much to maintain. Which means I don't want a lot of unit enhancements. He says unlocking another unit enhancement next turn. We're gonna grab another Revoker. Well, we have the money. Get that pumped up. Our vassal is now safe. A distinguished envoy from the Kauai Fisherman Council appears before you. We might augment our kin with the powerful flows of the astral seas. Could you please build more conduits? How many? 3. Yeah. Maybe. Counts as a research post. Channeling towers count as conduits. Ciphers of Dissonance is unlocked. Now we get to unlock our next level of stuff, which is going to be 2 weird choices. We're going to pick up the Tome of Mayhem because I figured we're Cthulhu. So having people go insane makes sense to me. Misfortune is always really nice for the extra damage of the fumbles. The Mark of Misfortune will be really good on our battle mages. But mostly it's because of Infectious Insanity, which I just felt like was like a Cthulhu, you gotta have it. The other thing we're going to pick up is the Tome of Winds, which feels a little weird because Seeker Arrows won't do jack, but Abducting Cyclone will. Dust Storm will. Favorable Winds is going to be really good because it's regain all your movement points on water. These will be our only archers that we will have access to. And Wind Ragers, well, they give you the ability to get hit a lot less with ranged attacks. So I think we're going Tome of Winds. One could maybe make an argument for the Tome of Fey Mists. Mostly because of mana for foresters. But like, I think if we pick up Misty provinces, we're going to have this like huge problem that we always end up having. with Misty, which is that, like, it's impossible to hit anything with any of your spellcasters or anything for that matter. Tome of Mayhem's definite, though. The debuffs are going to be really important. We don't need gremlins.
That seeps into the mind, bringing confusion, making fingers numbed by uncertainty lose their grip.
These are really expensive.
Be the malaise that creeps into thoughts, sowing the seeds of madness, of insanity in those who oppose you. Be the victor.
I want my mages to be able to do this.
Once your enemy.
%30 fumble chance, 2 hex radius. It's such a good debuff. I know this is like a 25% off, but I'm going to take the Curse of Misfortune. It's you know, one of the main reasons I'm taking that tome. Another Queen's Crypt. A lot of crypts around on this map, I've noticed. Pick up a bit of knowledge here. We get to see Astral Serpent Aethrix. This guy we might be able to get along with. Maybe. Okay, we threaten him, but every other reason he should like us. He likes summoned units. He likes defeating other empires. Well, I'm planning on doing that. Values strategy and magical prowess. Underground adaptation. That's so funny. He has a full above ground settlement here, though. He also is the only person who has a seal at the moment. Which is, like, not a big deal, but it's worth noting. This Magma Spirit is going to, win one more level, evolve into a tier 3 unit. So I'm going to grab this Evoker and put them in here. Just so we have a slightly better caster with Electrifying Arc. And then I guess I'm going to start picking off this stuff. And honestly, maybe just go to war. Who is this guy? This guy? I don't have justification. He made up a grievance that we committed serious atrocities. I can fabricate a grievance on him. Trying to denounce an opposing ruler using fabricated grievances will have them get grievances against you. And what about declaration of rivalry? Any grievances gained against that ruler are increased by 40%. Making treaties become impossible and existing treaties will be broken. You also get a rival justification modifier as well. All right, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to settle this. I can't settle the big one. I'm going to then declare him my rival. And I'm going to fabricate a grievance about him. Ah, we're so close. -6. I mean, I don't really know that I even have an army to reasonably be fighting him with, but it just feels like the kind of thing we have to do at this point. The city of Taproot. We've also discovered another seal and another Queen's Crypt. Shipyards need foresters. All right, well, let's get a shrine here, seeing as we're hurting for mana still. Magic origin upkeep is reduced by 20%. We do have the elemental, but he's really the only one right now. We have 2 casters. What I sort of need is a 3rd melee guy in here. Something like a spell shield wouldn't go bad. They can also flash freeze people. Which wouldn't go bad. This would actually work pretty well. Because we have a disgusting stench. Hideous stench. So anything next to us gets -2 status. And then we can put Morpho in the other army. Okay. Building. We got conduits that we got to start getting up. But I think basically we start clearing this stuff out, and then we get ready for war against this guy, and we do an early war for him. Take control of this seal. Then we have 2 seals in our back pocket we can just sit on top of and start stacking. I think that's going to be the plan, and I think on turn 31, that's where we're going to leave it for today. It seems like the perfect little spot for Cthulhu. Thank you for joining us for our first look at this. We'll be back tomorrow with more of this beautiful, handsome boy. Such a gentleman. And then we'll hopefully continue Story Realm 2 as soon as they have a patch out that we can go back and we can revisit it. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoy.